So we wish everybody this year to bear his father's name. To bear his father's name and trace their source. And we should run away from eating yam from the Hausa people, Fulani people. Taking watermelon. Watermelon can grow here. With all the fake pastors, they will disgrace themselves by themselves. Because they said they saw vision, saw vision. We will know before the middle of the year. Because Nigerian pastors, they're not ashamed. They say there's one man in Agege, they call it Lesekese. I said, if you call somebody Lesekese, that means he's using his father's account. Then automatically it must be using Olugbo or Ashe. And what's the meaning of Lesekese? Is it God that is Lesekese or what? Can you force his hand? Can you push him? Then why are you calling yourself Lesekese? So if ORIYOMI àti ìyàwó of Aláàfin Naomi don't you love for iko yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ Ọ̀jàní Bello làbá ti tẹ́. But good intention ni ó ní kó má worry lórí ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ níbi tí wọ́n ti ń sìnkú àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ order. Then mo tún rántí pé our big brother too Akewugba Gold. He was so bitter about it. Tó bá wo tape yẹn lọ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n bá ti jẹ́ káwọn yẹn kan so oúnjẹ tó ń fẹ́ sè yóò pẹ́ no. Worldly thing yẹn and thank God today. Then tó bá dẹ̀ rántí nínú 5 years ago wọ́n bọ́kú èèyàn nínú mọ́tò ORIYOMI Hamzat àwọn ọlọ́pàá mú wọ́n tì mọ́lé bàbá gọ́vùnà tó wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó yọ kúrò ń bẹ̀ wọ́n parí ẹ̀ ó pọ́dún karùn-ún náà mi nìyẹn ẹ jọ sà nǹkan tẹ́mi sọ náà ni mo ṣe ń sọ. Good news and bad news is 30 days. I don't want to know whatever anybody say. They have sent me to them. Mo ti sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tó bá sọ tó máa ta gbogbo àwọn èèyàn lára kò sẹ́ni tó fòótọ́. Kò sẹ́ni tó fòótọ́. Nígbà tó rọlẹ̀ wáyé èmi kọ́ náà talẹ̀ fún. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ralẹ̀ mi ò rí lẹ̀ sójú. Èmi náà ní tèmi síbẹ̀. Wọ́n gbàdá máa pa lọ́pàá bọ̀ ẹ má kọ̀ sí mi o tíbi tọ̀hún o ṣèbí ẹ tó lórúkọ náà borúkọ ẹ jẹ. Bó ṣe wọlé borúkọ èèyàn kan jẹ́ ṣá. Kò possible now. Ó máa sú ẹ. He said this here that is going to destroy all the shepherds.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
Good morning, sir, Daddy.
Thank you.
We are so happy to be around you today, and we really appreciate the opportunity, sir.
Thank you, sir.
The last time we met was that time that you did your birthday. So happy New Year, sir, Daddy.
Thank you. There is nothing like New Year. Marcus is approaching 65 years. Born the year Nigeria was born. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
We move closer to the casket every day. And he was telling us that he owns time and season. Time belongs to God. Season belongs to those who care to plant. Then you'll be hearing from people in our village, in Okuduba, in Ore, in Ubomosho. You'll be hearing from them not saying, we are going back home. It's planting season. And when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 8 and 9, he said the camel that got missing. The man normally comes once in a year, so that people go to ask Samuel the type of plant they should cultivate. Then either cash crop, either this or that. So as they were going there, they met the man in chapter 9 from 10 says, he said, Saul, the son of Kish, the camel that got missing has been found. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
So there is no new year. Your son was born 2021. But by now, how old is your son? Then you calculate. It's the year. Your birthday is your new year. Your birthday is your new year. Moving into another year. So if you are born 20 December, so from 21, it's a new year. You get the point?
Yes,
so
sir.
that's it. So you can't greet anybody Happy New Year. On the 25 belong to Jesus Christ. So you have not seen Jesus Christ before. So why are you killing chicken? Why are you killing goat? Why are you traveling for 25? Then you are not looking for holiday for 25. No. You don't need good holiday. That's not a good holiday. Then another thing is when you said New Year, it's a year to start afresh. The carryover you have, they gave you opportunity to resettle and do it right. And do what? And do it right. So that's why they said you need to start a new beginning. Last year you did not farm. Last year you did not rear chicken. Last year you did not rear duck. But last December, chicken was 25,000, 30,000, 40,000. So automatically this year, you say you are going to do livestock. So 3 female goats by January, then female chicken, 21 by January. Then you add it to your job for the year. So when it's going to be June, July, you will have plenty chicken. Have what? Plenty chicken. Then those chicken will start what? Giving you product, something. But the local, like this December, I asked them to go and buy me local chicken. I can't eat the one they groom from the cage. It's just as if you are eating catfish. So, but the local one eats local things. So that's why you don't need to tell anybody Happy New Year. Then you only tell them what is your plan this season. This is another season. So if you are working with government before, you can diversify and add more to what you are doing so that you can have more food in your store. Because all what we are working for is about your stomach. It's about stomach infrastructure. If you are a pastor, you will close to come and eat. You are a imam, you will close to come and eat. Then you are a father or teacher, you will still close, have a break to go and eat. So this year is a year of a new beginning. Then go and farm. And if you don't have job in the city, go back to Odiaye, go back to Ore, go back to Okitipupa, and spend the whole of your January so that they can cultivate maybe 2 or 3 acres for cassava, for cocoyam, for potato, for everything. And if you have money, you can sink a bowl there. You can start your planting now. But if you are waiting for the rain, just cultivate and wait for February and March. So that is it. So no New Year for anybody. No New Year. No. We are going closer to the casket every day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Daddy, we really appreciate your response. So, sir, we would like to hear from you what you are going to tell. What would you like to tell the Nigerians as we are in 2025 now?
That is another question you want to pull my leg again. Nigeria did not have a child. Nigeria is not 1 day pregnant. Can Nigeria have a daughter or a son? No. Somebody gave us this name. That is Lord Lugard. When he saw us as vulnerable people who respect father, parenting, and everything, and people who are so contented with the little they have, what do we do then is farming. Then when they move around the whole place, they saw that, when we wanted to eat our pounded yam in the evening, in the night, then we bring the banana leaf, we put it on the floor, then put the fufu on top. So everybody goes there to cut his own. Then they use cassava leaf, plantain leaf again, after digging the ground. Then they put the leaf there. That's where they put the soup. So everybody eats. And they share the meat. The rabbit you caught, the antelope you caught, the grass cutter you caught. And we are enjoying our life. Even you saw the trade by barter, that thrilled him. When people hang plantain by the road. So they don't need to, nobody's supposed to be there. So when you carry the plantain, being a farmer, you know what it was. Then you drop something there. So when they saw this, they said, these people are vulnerable. So let us go and deal with them. Then from there, they said they signed a treaty that the 3 of us has to come together. That's Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. by force. They force us to marry.
Amalgamation.
So, and they said some people signed for us. Who signed for us? The very time they said they signed, Zeke was not there. Awolowo was not there. Enaworo was not there. Paimodi was not there. They would not sign for us. All is just cock and bull story. But thank God today, everybody is saying the reason why we're not supposed to live together. Because someone called himself Born to Rule. Somebody called himself Sunshine State. Somebody called them. You see all sorts of names given to us. And everybody is now living on sharing what the government can give to you, but not what you can give to government. Had it been on those states, it's a nation on its own. Will it be waiting for Abuja? Will it be Ogun State? It's a nation of its own, just like Cotonou. Will it be waiting for what TINUBU will give? So those are the things we should forget about this year. Led from the grassroots, the local government and everybody, we should go back to farm. Because it said in the book of Genesis 9, verse 10, verse 6 to 11. It said when they left the boat, the three sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, they start tilling the land. Then when you look up, it said in Genesis again, Genesis chapter 2, from verse 13 to 21, he said about farming. He said, go and take domineering, go and take possession. That's the only factory the Lord created for us. Then going to Hausa, going to Kemoson, going to where do we have it in your state? So state government of this, no, go to the place. So we wish everybody this year to bear his father's name, to bear his father's name and trace their source, and go back to village, go back to the grassroots, and make something work. And we should run away from eating yam from the Hausa people, Fulani people, taking watermelon. Watermelon can grow here. Guava can grow here. Orange can grow here. So we have all this at the back of our house. We should learn during this TINUBU's regime, so that we have food on our table. And then we have all these things from your farm. It's little money you needed. And when you look around, when you look at the Bible, God did not create money. But whatever you put, the miracle we are expecting in the church is in the farm. When you put your palm kernel, I was showing them there, the one I brought from Okutububa in 1995-96, they're still germinating here. But when the people who did not know the value just said they can win, they can just cut it off. That's money. That's money. You can use it to beautify your house. Then later you'll be eating banga soup. Then you can remove all the banga and put it inside your fridge. Yes. So, but if you don't know the value, and this year we must tell the government, there are a lot of things they have to do. From year 1 to year 6, first year of any baby in Nigeria, they should not talk to the baby in English. We are having trouble now. They should be using Yoruba, use Igbo, use Hausa. So when it's going to primary 1, then they can be talking to the baby in English. Because we are losing out now in a fast way. In what? In a very fast way. We need to adjust this year. Then that's what the Lord revealed. Those are the things. Then we should work with all the fake pastors. They will disgrace themselves by themselves. Because they said they saw vision. We will know before the middle of the year. Because Nigerian pastors they're not ashamed. With the general pastor, they have parents, they have family. When you predict what is not coming to life, do you know there is a cost on it? If the person walk and change it, no problem. Because he said in Deuteronomy 8:18, he said, I'm going to raise a prophet amongst you. All of you cannot be a prophet. All of you cannot be a seer. Then Jeremiah 1:1 to 10. Then all general overseers in Nigeria now, they said they are prophets. God revealed something to them. Then what type of clothes, what type of robe did Jesus put on or God put on? All are cock and bull story. But they've not learned what they saw during the time of TINUBU. Even some great prophets and great pastors in Nigeria, up to when they swung TINUBU in, he said they've not shown him anything. who is to come and rule us. Even some said there will be no election. Even some said TINUBU will be arrested. Some even said it will be. But they are not ashamed. And they have wives. They have children. Bringing curse on their head. Then he now said in Deuteronomy 29:29, the name of 3, from verse 4 to 10. He said God will never do anything without revealing to a prophet. And you can remember in the book of 1 Samuel 10, and 11 and 13, they said he saw among the prophets. Why is he prophesying? He said, no, don't put me to trouble. I'm not a prophet. It's because when people are just talking, when the prophets are talking, then I saw vision. So I'm not a prophet. So I'm just an ordinary king. So that's it. So automatically, Nigeria should learn to stop lying. It's not the church this time around that is bad. It's the people that organize those churches and the church goers, the people that go to church. But if the head is bad, there's nothing the tail can do. This year, everybody should know the type of pastor that they were allowed to pray for them. Some of them are called GO. Some of them are called pastors. Some of them are called prophets. So they should stop it. Every day, pastor, they generate pastor in Nigeria. Every day. In China, every five days, every day, they generate millionaires. Millionaires in China. But in Nigeria, we generate talkative, careless people every day who wanted to abuse the government, who wanted to say what God did not ask them to do. Then to look down on the government, look down on people, then go in there to take people's wife. That was a man I think they were telling me some time ago. Oh, they said there's one man in Agege, they call it Lesekese. I said, if you call somebody Lesekese, that means he's using his father's account. Then automatically they must be using Olugbo or Ashe. And what's the meaning of Lesekese? Is it God that is Lesekese or what? Can you force his hand? Can you push him? Then why are you calling yourself Lesekese? Is there anything you have put in your tongue during the day or in the night? Later to know that they say he has his father's account. Then he was a useless person that messed around with women. Then that behaved like an active dodger. So all these type of people needs to be talked to. Thank God for Obasanjo. There's a thing I use, that anytime I woke up, I thank Obasanjo for something. During his regime, that was the time of fall and die. Somebody will touch your head, you fall down. Then after arranging all this one with the people that they just to make sure they change people's mind. But Obasanjo just came out on the telly that you should stop it. They should stop the rubbish thing they are doing. It was stopped. Maybe somebody has to come out again and check all these false people who are not prophets. And all are in Kerubu, all are in Celestial now. All these young boys, right when they get to the age of 10, for their parents to change their clothes to rant, they leave it. They said they like Four Corner. And their children too will be buying, their mother will be buying it for them. And then they're causing dooms on them in future. They're not prophets. You need to go and transfer 5 times, 6 times. Give messages before the pastors and prophets in the church will come together and tell, let's give him what? Four Corner. That's it. And then we'll be closer to the shepherd. Whenever anybody comes, then we tell him to pray for the person. Then we listen. If he's still talking sense and he's talking rubbish or tautology, then we'll push him away. So ask me, what do I wish Nigeria? What do I want to tell Nigerians?
Yes, sir.
We have to tell individual people in Nigeria. Nigeria, when you travel out of Nigeria, you are a Nigerian. But when you are inside Nigeria, you are a person like no person. You are Marcus Tibetan. You are Olabisi Adewale. Then you are Oladapo Stephen. You are George Akinde. But when you are traveling with the green passport, they will ask you, where is your country? Where did you come from? So then you can say, I'm a Nigerian. But you cannot jump up in Britain and say, I'm a Briton. What's the meaning of that? So that is it. So don't ask any question. You ask me, what do you wish Nigerians? No. Nigerians is a name. It's just the envelope of a letter. But if you care to just drop your envelope, your letter direct, and the person is very close to you, read your letter. But if you want to mail the letter, you can put an envelope. Then when it goes to the place, that's to the addressee. Then get into the place, the person remove the envelope. Then you can read the letter. But if you ask next year, where's the envelope of the letter? No, he said, no, I trash it. So that is it.
Adi, thank you, sir, for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
As a man of God who is respected globally and always say the truth and stay by it, last year, there is this thing that you talk about, sir, that got people murmuring like, okay, because you said the truth and you stay by it, maybe about something that happened around Oyo State, sir. So what do you see to that, the way people are...
Yeah, I never thought you were going to bring the question back.
Yes, sir.
I thank God.
Yes, sir.
For the disciplined man who left Oyo State. That's Baba Ajani Bello. He saw that thing coming. Baba Ajani Bello said, is it too right for you to go to somebody's funeral and be fighting for flask of rice and beans? That doesn't show you mourn the person. There was a man who lost the wife, the last outing of Baba Ajani Bello. That lady has been so, the woman has been so good toward the imam and her fast. But the wife of a rich man then died. Then Baba now said, as we are here today, nobody should ask this man. The wife that has been taking care of us is not here. It's gone. We are here to bury her. So this man cannot cook for us. They should not expect anything here today. Then he said, all the Afar, Imam, and my colleague in the Lord, don't be expecting food when you go for funeral. You know what the name of Baba is supposed to have been soiled? There's somebody who said they are going to give 5,000 takeaway. Somebody said to give 3,000 takeaway. All the takeaway they promised in the funeral of Baba is about 100,000. But they said, Baba said, no, nobody should cook. Nobody should bring anything here. I didn't mean they brought that thing then, there will be stampage. Baba's name, it was later when I was writing the prediction that the Lord said we should give kudo for the righteous man. Baba's death is just like what happened in that first king. The death of Baba Ajani Bello's death, it was just like the death of Elisha in the Bible. They said when Elisha died, then what happened was that they saw a pit. Then there was a dead man, they just threw the man inside the pit, thinking that they found a place to bury him. But later, the man who is dead decided to stand up again. He stood up. So when he now stood up, they now said, okay, what has happened here before? They said that is where they buried Elisha. Okay, that means the bone of a righteous person can wake a dead man? They said yes. So that was what happened to Baba Ajani Bello. The insult they are giving to Naomi and his contemporary today, ORIYOMI Hamzat, could have been for Baba. But Baba died as a vulnerable plain man in the book of Second King 13. 2 King 13 from verse 14 to 20. He said when
Gẹ́sì ọba Ísírẹ́lì sì sọ̀kalẹ̀ tọ̀ wá, ó sì sọkún sí ní ojú rẹ̀, ó wí pé bàbá mi, kẹ̀kẹ́ ogun Ísírẹ́lì àti àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn rẹ̀. Èlíṣà sì wí fún pé mú ọrùn rẹ pẹ̀lú ọfà, òun sì mú ọrùn àti ọfà. Ó sì fún ọba Ísírẹ́lì pé fi ọwọ́ rẹ lé ọrùn náà, òun sì fi ọwọ́ rẹ̀ lé. Èlíṣà sì fi ọwọ́ tirẹ̀ lé ọwọ́ ọba. Ó sì wí pé fi fèrèsé ìhà oòrùn, ó sì ṣí. Nígbà náà ni Èlíṣà wí pé ta, ó sì ta, ó sì wí pé ọfà ìgbàlà Olúwa, àní ọfà ìgbàlà lọ́wọ́ Síríà, nítorí ìwọ ó kọlù àwọn ará Síríà ní Afẹ́kì títí ìwọ ó fi run wọn. Ó wí pé kó àwọn ọfà náà, ó sì kó wọn, ó sì wí fún ọba Ísírẹ́lì pé tá á sí ilẹ̀, òun sì tá á lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta, ó sì mú ọwọ́ rẹ̀ dúró. Ènìyàn Ọlọ́run náà sì bínú sí i, ó wí pé ìwọ ìbá ta lẹ́ẹ̀márùn tàbí lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́fà, nígbà náà ni ìwọ ìbá kọlu Síríà títí ìwọ ò fi run wọ́n, ṣùgbọ́n nísinsìnyí ìwọ kọlu Síríà ní ìgbà 3. Èlíṣà sì kú, wọ́n sì sin. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ará Móábù sì gbé ogun wá ilẹ̀ ní àmọ́jú, ó sì ṣe bí wọ́n ti sìnkú ọkùnrin náà, sì kíyèsí wọ́n rí ẹ̀gbẹ́ kan, wọ́n sì ju ọkùnrin náà sí ní
wọ́n rí ihò kan tẹ́wọ̀n fẹ́ ṣe wàhálà, wọ́n ju òkú yẹn síbẹ̀.
sínú ìwo isà òkú Èlíṣà. Nígbà tí ó sì sọ sínú rẹ̀, tí ọkùnrin náà sì fi ara kan egungun Èlíṣà, ó sì sọjí, ó sì dìde dúró ní ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀.
So nǹkan tó lọ́rùn ń lo àwa Muslim àtàwa wòlíì ìkankan náà ni wá. Bàbá Muyideen ti di áńgẹ́lì kó tó lọ, dẹ́ni ikú tó kú pàápàá kò fi yọ anybody lẹ́nu. Ó ti sick, ó ti lọ hospital, ó ti dé, ó jí jáde náà lọ́jọ́ yẹn ló tún lọ pààrọ̀ aṣọ. Then ó ní program, then gbàdọ́ dẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wá dẹ̀ rí pé everything was fine. So we should give kudo pé ọ̀gá ògo tó dá Àjàní Bello wá sí Africa nǹkan rere ló ṣe fún wa. So nǹkan táwọn Oríyọmí àti ìyàwó Aláàfin Naomi tó wọ́n jẹ́ lọ forí kó yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ Àjàní Bello làbá ti tẹ́, but good intention ni oníkan máa wọ́ọ̀rì lórí ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ níbi tí wọ́n ti ń sìnkú. Àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ order. Then mo tún rántí pé our big brother too, Akéwùgbà Gold, he was so bitter about it tó bá wo tape yẹn lọ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n bá ti jẹ́ káwọn yẹn kan so oúnjẹ tó ń fẹ́ sè yóò pẹ́ no. Worldly thing nìyẹn, and thank God today. Then tó bá dẹ̀ rántí nínú 5 years ago wọ́n bókú èèyàn nínú mọ́tò Oríyọmí Hamzat, àwọn ọlọ́pàá mú wọn tì mọ́lé. Bàbá gọ́vùnà tó wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó yọ kúrò ń bẹ̀, wọ́n parí ẹ̀. Ó pọ́dún 5 náà mi nìyẹn. Ẹ jọ sà, nǹkan tẹ́mi sọ náà ni mo ṣe ń sọ. Tí a bá níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́, a dúpẹ́ pé Tinubu ti dáhùn question yìí, kò ní ká tó padà síbẹ̀. Ó ní for 50 years in Bodilon lòun ti ń hàn nǹkan fáwọn èèyàn. 50 years. Ó ní but kò tí sẹ́ni tó kú sí iwájú ilé òun rí. Then bí yìí kẹ̀rẹ́ for the past 30 years wọ́n jọ ń jẹ àárọ̀ ọ̀sán àtàlẹ́. Then last year nìkan màálù 8 táwọn ní November December táwọn èèyàn jẹ. Wọ́n láwọn èèyàn béèrè mọ́ wa October 7 ọjọ́ tó ń dábì ilẹ̀ a máa fún yàn lóúnjẹ October 7. Nígbà tí mo wà ní Canada mo ń bá Adé ọba ṣe ìkórè ní Weston Road Liberty Parish Celestial Church. So àwọn èèyàn wọ church ń bí wá gbà bàbá ò máa fún wa lóúnjẹ on the 7. Mo padà wá sí ìyẹn ló jẹ́ kí mo yẹ tí plastic jẹ́ 2,000 take away plastic was 400,000 then eléyìí tó deep tí wọ́n máa fẹ́ràn tó tàn ní sọnù. So a pín then bàtà máa pín fídíò yẹn wà but mi ò kàn ń gbérù kan bẹ́ẹ̀ sí. Bíbélì sọ pé nǹkan tọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún bá máa ṣe ọwọ́ òsì ò gbúdọ̀ mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. So mi ò mọ ibi tó ti rí oore tó náà ń ṣe wọ̀nyí. Àwọn oore wọ̀nyí ò correct. Ó dàbí kí ìyàwó èèyàn fẹ́yàn sí ó lóun ṣe ẹ́ lóore ni o, òun ṣe ẹ́ lóore. Ẹ̀yìn tó fẹ́ tí ò kì í ṣe fájì ló ṣe ẹ́ lóore. Ṣọ́kùnrin ló ṣe é lóore, ṣọ́bìnrin ló ṣe é lóore, àpọ́kùnrin ló ṣe é lóore. Ẹni tí ìbá jẹrà sílé ẹ̀ tí ìbá dilé mọ́ṣú ó lóun ṣọkùnrin lóore. Oore kọ́ dọ̀dọ́mù. So when you look at it, àjọ ṣera wa lóore ni. But kò ní ìdíkéyàn announce yẹ. Kò ní ìdí announcement. So tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ó ní ohunkóhun tí ọwọ́ ọ̀tún bá ṣe kí ọwọ́ òsì kó má ṣe kí ni. Ṣé bẹ́yàn ní Good Samaritan wọ́n ní bóun ṣe ń wo treatment yìí ó ní kò jọ pé ó máa yá àbí kò ṣe pé kò yọ pé ó máa yá dẹ̀dọ̀ ń fẹ́ kí bóun ṣe wo treatment yẹn ó máa pẹ́ dẹ́nbọ́dẹ̀ ṣe máa pẹ́ ìjọ ìwọ doctor máa bọ̀ nǹkan tá a ní ìdí ni pé kó bá mi ṣe báyìí iye owó tó kù tẹ́ bá máa lò láti rí pé máa yí gbádùn dẹ́n tó bá dẹ̀ gbádùn tán tó bá ń lọ ẹ lè kó change tó kù ó rẹ nìyẹn ṣé bí inú Bíbélì náà láti rí Then when you look at the book of John, 1 Samuel 30, 1 to 10, ó sọ pé ó ní Dáfídì sunkún bí wèrè. Kì í ṣe èní ni Boko Haram ti wà. Kì í ṣe èní ni kidnapper ti wà ní Bíbélì. Wọ́n kidnap wọn tó wà nílé ẹ̀. So lẹ́yìn tó kidnap ẹ̀ tán, ó wá di pé wàhálà dé. Ó wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe kidnap ṣé àmúwá Ọlọ́run ni àbí ènìyàn. So gbàdúrà dẹ̀ sọ pé kì í ṣe àmúwá Ọlọ́run, Olúwa ní kó pursue and overtake them. Then when he was going, he saw somebody badly beaten, bruises all over the whole body. Then he went in there and pulled the man out and said, you know what? What happened to you? They treated him, they did everything. Then after the treatment, the man recovered himself. He said, sir, thank you for helping me. Where you going? He said, I'm David. They've just come to my house to take away all what I have around me. He said, don't worry, we are the one. But me fell off the back of the house. So, but I knew where they kept your stuff. But don't tell them I'm the one. That's 1 Samuel 30. Yes. So that is it. So when you look at it, Nigerians do things in an upside down way. When you see Nigerians that has 2 or 3 cobbles, and the foundation of their source is not, they are wet, it's not clean. Then you will see the way they will be operating in the streets, operating in the school, operating in your area. They can just put on a car in the front of their house and then be playing music. When they're supposed to go and look for more job. Why? They stole the money from Hausa. Why? They stole the money from, it's Yahoo money. Why? A shepherd has been praying, and that's what he said this year. That he's going to destroy all the shepherds, both Pentecostals and Celestial, who work for the Yahoo people. Because he's aiding and abetting. That this year, he will discipline them with their children and will make them to face wrath of life a stroke, high blood pressure, or cancer this year. That's what he told them. So automatically, all what you are asking me, and what you say you saw on the telly, good news and bad news is 30 days. I don't want to know whatever anybody say. They have sent me to them. What is all? Then nígbà tó bá sọ tó máa ta gbogbo àwọn èèyàn lára kò sẹ́ni tó fòótọ́. Kò sẹ́ni tó fòótọ́. Nígbà tó rọ̀ lẹ̀ wáyé, èmi kọ́ náà talẹ̀ fún. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ra lẹ̀, mi ò rí lẹ̀ sójú. Èmi náà ní tèmi síbẹ̀. Bọ́n gbàdá máa pa lọ́pàá bọ̀, ẹ má kọ̀ sí ní o, tíbi tọ̀hún o, ṣèbí ẹni tó lórúkọ náà borúkọ ẹ̀ jẹ́. Bó ṣe wọlé borúkọ èèyàn kan jẹ́ ṣá. Kò possible now. Ó máa sú ẹ̀. And when you look at the book of John 15, from verse 16 down, ó ní tí wọn bá bà yín lórúkọ jẹ́ nínú iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí. Ó lẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ mi. Èmi Jésù fún ara ẹ̀ wọ́n bà mí lórúkọ jẹ́. Lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bà lórúkọ jẹ́, wọ́n tún lu Jésù. And when you look at the book of Luke 22, 45 to the end, then Luke 23, from verse 16 to 24, then Luke 24, verse 1 to 8, he said, what he said, what has, you brought this man Jesus here. You say he claimed to be king of Jews. Only but they said it. I'm not the one. And we, oh no, okay, but we have the right to set one person free. But he now said, he said, okay, whatever you people want to do, write on. And he write on. Then they said, set Barabbas aside. Then they crucified Jesus Christ. Then yellow man dojú tì mí táwọn èèyàn máa náà wà lórí awọ for 30 days, 40 days. Àdúrà Jésù ò gbà. Àdúrà Paul ò gbà. Àdúrà James ò gbà. Gbogbo àwọn pípọ̀ wọ̀nyí gbàdúrà kò yẹ, ìkan tó ń dá wọn fún ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Àkọsílẹ̀ ti wà. Kì í ṣe gbogbo wọn àdúrà lè ṣe. Àdúrà lè ṣiṣẹ́ fún àgbẹ̀. Àdúrà lè ṣiṣẹ́ fún àgbẹ̀. Àgbẹ̀ nìkan ló lè gbàdúrà kó gbà. Wọ́n ní bá gbàdo ìṣekún lọ yọ náà Olúwa jọ̀ọ́ ó yẹ kójú lè rọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ yìí. Káwọn èèyàn tẹ̀lé rí àgbàdo gidi jẹ kó gbàdúrà tara ẹ̀ nìkan àgbàdo yẹn 3 acres. Then lẹ́yìn tó dẹ̀ ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pàtó máa fi délé àfi gòrò òjò ṣú òjò rọ̀ àdúrà ẹ ti gbà. Then gbogbo àwọn tó lóko ń bẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ lájọ gbàdúrà.